What is going on, YouTubers? Illumine here, guys. Today we're making another video. This is going to be something a little different. I said I was never going to do any videos. I told myself I was never going to do any videos like this, but it's come to that point where I feel like these videos are probably the most important part of continuing my journey on old school. So, pretty much what this video is going to be a progress video and an update video. Little telling you guys what I've been doing and what I'm planning on doing currently on the account. So yeah. Let me just pee on this guy real quick. Anyways, what I'm doing on the account pretty much. So I've been doing a lot of things recently. I completed the I completed myself the what was the name of that? Horror from the Deep. That wasn't very hard. That was a really quick quest. So I could unlock the books. I'm using this one because it has mage defense, and because these things really hit pretty hard with mage, and it's also got some attack bonuses too. So that's why I'm using this. But anyways, what I'm pretty much doing through most of the my time right now, as you can see, I think on my last video that I made, I was about 62 or 61 mage. And so for the last 2 days, I've been pretty much close to non-stop grinding out mage. So I did manage to get 75 mage, as you can see. I also currently I'm training defense. I need it for 60 for a master clue. The first step of a master clue. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do the full master clue. Because, I mean, I'm way too low level, unless I get, like, a bunch of, like, easy things that are just, like, coordinates and dig here that I can actually do. But I doubt it's gonna happen, so I'm just completing this step so I can put it in the bank, and it's also a goal. It also gets me closer to my goal. Right now I'm trying to reach 70 defense, and, I'll get to 70 fairly soon if I can, get 60. It should only be another, about day or two of training after I get to 60. But yeah, what I'm doing right now, I'm pretty much I'm just training Slayer right now, which also helps with the defense. So Slayer, I'm going for 72 or 74, whichever one it is, for wyverns or wyverns, whatever you guys want to call them, because they make a lot of money. They're also decent XP. I'm also going to be starting the grind for Void, not right now, but I'm going to be starting it out pretty soon. Like maybe in a few weeks or something. I'm also looking forward to, currently I'm getting a bunch of requirements for quests, so I'll name a few quests off that I'm going to be doing here. First off, of course, we have the Lunar Diplomacy and the, what's that dude doing there? It's kind of weird. We have the Lunar Diplomacy and the, can't even remember the name of it now, Desert Treasure. So I'm trying to knock those off the list of completed quests. If you know me, you know I don't like questing, so, I mean, it's not something I'm looking forward to, but it's something that's going to have to get done, eventually. There's also, what was I going to say? Yeah, we've got Dwarf Cannon to do. That's a big one. I should have completed that a long time ago. I'm going to be doing the, Edgar's Ruse part as well. Like the Edgar's Ruse, you know, like Edgar's Ruse, Death Plateau. Everything like that in the troll quest. I'm also going to be doing a lot of the elf quests. I think the first one I've got to knock out is Regicide, which requires like 49 agility, and as you can see I'm only 41, so I'm going to start the agility grind pretty soon. I was doing a little bit of that while I was alching for mage XP. So that's another thing that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to be trying to get some of these easy quests out of the way, like another slice of ham, that's easy. Big chompy bird hunting, that's pretty easy. A lot of these low quests that you wouldn't, you know, like most people be like, you know, these aren't quests that need to get done. They don't give you anything, like if you're making a main or anything. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing those. I'm also looking for Zogre Flesh Eaters there, as you can see. What else was I going for? There's another major quest. That is it. Yeah, the Fremennik Isles. Now, I completed the Fremennik Trials. That was a long quest. And I know the Fremennik Isles is not as long as the Fremennik Trials, so I'm looking forward to doing that more than I was the Trials. But I've still got training. Look at this. So for I believe lunar diplomacy it is. I need 61 mining, and I also need 40 some mining for some of the other quests I was going to knock out. So mining is going to be a skill I'm going to have to grind up soon. Thieving is another one. I need 51 for desert treasure, but I'm not as worried about that as agility because I'd rather get the elf quests out of the way first. Because I don't really need barrage. I don't do like a lot of like hybriding, so that's not really something I need right now. So I don't really need the ancients unlocked. I do a lot of like Darok PKing and like other PKing. So when I get the stats for that, I think vengeance will be a nice thing to have. So I will try and get to the lunar diplomacy, which requires a lot of mining. So again, mining is a skill I'm going to be focusing on, as well as the Slayer here, as well as 52 defense. Looks like it's going to be coming pretty soon. But yeah, 60 defense is the goal for that. I'm also going to aim for 75 range for the toxic blowpipe. That's not going to be too hard actually. After I complete the dwarf cannon quest, it gives like a lot of it gives the dwarf cannon, which is which is probably the best thing about training range, or the easiest part about training range, and Slayer tasks both. You can use the cannon for them, and it goes a lot faster, and you don't have to waste all that time like training up to get chins and using the chins, and it's just a lot more simple to train that way with the cannon. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for there. I also wanted to mention I am going to be doing any hard or medium clues that I get from Slayer, as well as easies, although hopefully I don't get many easies because I'm not really gonna expect anything good from those things, so hopefully I don't get many of those. Sorry about that, guys. The update appeared on the side there. So yeah, those are what I'm gonna be grinding out for in those. I've also got I'm also gonna get the herb lore up. I've also got to get construction up for the lunar diplomacy quest, I believe it is, or maybe it's the Fremnik Isles. It's one of the two. I need to get it up to like 20 or 40 or something, so that's going to be what I'm training up. I also need to get up crafting for the skills, so there's a lot of skills that'll be training, as well as fire making and wood cutting and all these things. So yeah, there's a lot of skills I'm going to be training, but I told you guys most of the quests I'm also that I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be trying to do the what's that? Can't even remember the name of it now. It's like the biggest questing game that you start at Lumbridge. I don't even remember name of it. Recipe for Disaster, that's it. I'm going to be doing a lot of Recipe for Disaster sub-quests so I can get better things than a combat bracelet, because as much as I don't want to do those quests, something's going to have to get done soon. So yeah, pretty much what I'm doing right now though is just, like I said, I'm just grinding out these stats for the quests. I'm grinding out the 60 defense, the Slayer, everything's just a grind right now at the combat level that I am. When I get to a higher level, it's going to be more chill stuff, like I'll be doing a lot of more PKing and stuff like that, but for right now, I have to focus on getting the account stats up, which is what I'm doing currently. So yeah, when I hit 70, I was planning when I hit 70 attack, and 70 strength, and 70 defense, I'm also going to be getting strength of, hopefully I'll be reaching 70, 70, 70. Then I'll be training strength to about 80, and then I'll try and do some Darok PKing. Although I'll definitely need to grind some more mage for that, because I know that you need pretty much everyone at that combat level should have vengeance. I should also get 70 prayer, which won't be that hard. It'll cost a little bit of money, but it won't be that hard to actually get, or that long to get. So yeah, that's pretty much the update video. That's pretty much everything about it. Everything I wanted to say. There's also I'll end it when I hit the 52 defense. I mentioned most of the quests I was going to be doing. I mentioned that I was going to be knocking out a lot of those things, but I was also going to say when I was training magic, that's what I was going to say. I was training magic, right? 60 some mage, I believe I had. I believe I had 66, I think it was 66 mage or something like that. I was probably doing one of the most inefficient ways of training mage up. I was actually using law runes and a staff of air, I believe, to teleport to Camelot. Now, law runes themselves are about 260, 270 coins each. So you're paying 270 coins per teleport. It only gives 55 XP. Say I bought 1,000 law runes for 270k, and I get 55k XP. Okay, so that sounds like decent XP. You can probably do that in about an hour or so of time. Maybe even 45 minutes, depending on how fast you're clicking, but I went with the simple method. I was actually doing that for a while. I probably did end up, I bought about 12,000 law runes. I probably only used about 1,000 of them, and I realized I was wasting money, and I was wasting time and XP, and everything I was doing was just, it was just bad decisions. Pretty much what I should have been doing and what I was doing after I noticed that, and there's the 52 defense, so that's nice. After I noticed I was wasting money, I looked at the price of Willow longbows unstrung, saw that they were like 80 to 90 coins to buy, and the price of alching them is about 180 to 190, so you're gaining 100 coins, but you also have to pay for the nature runes when you're using, a fire staff or something. You just have to pay for the nature runes. So I was spending roughly 120 coins for 65 XP when I was using Alk, and I was spending about 250 to 260 coins for 55 XP. So you can see the difference, a 10 XP difference. Pretty much the same time as well. You can do alching while you're doing stuff like training agility, which is what I was doing for a little bit. So you can do a lot of that, but yeah, I was wasting a lot of money by doing the law runes, so yeah, that's definitely a waste of money. If you guys ever wanna train, definitely find an item that you can, not lose money, but gain a little bit of money, so you're not spending as much on the nature runes. It gives a lot better XP. The mage levels go a lot faster, and it's a lot more like, I wouldn't say AFK-able because it's click intensive. You gotta click it a lot, but you can do a lot more stuff while you're doing it. So there's a lot of pros to that. Anyways, that is the end of the video. I've pretty much told you guys most of my goals. Just gonna be grinding out Slayer and these levels. I'm also gonna be grinding out, of course, the levels for the quests. And yeah, that's about all for this video. I'm gonna be trying to make more progress videos like this. So I'm gonna call this progress video episode 1, and hopefully I'll be making the second progress video number 2, or update video number 2, whatever you want to call it, by either tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this one, but I'll see you guys in the next episode pretty soon.